I'm coming to you from Eden, Wyoming, where I'm staying in a cabin on a farm. Some very lovely people, and a storm's coming, so it's a little windy, but hopefully this mic will do its job. Um, so there's really dark parts of the sky and really bright parts of the sky simultaneously, and I feel like that is how life can be, how days can be. So sometimes it's just a matter of deciding which way you want to face, what you want to turn towards. The key pose today is going to be pigeon pose, and there will be a few different variations that you might like to try. So to start, you will do Surya Namaskar A, coming into downward facing dog. Dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or hop to the front of the mat. Forward. Inhale, arms sweep overhead. Exhale, release, mountain pose. From mountain pose. Inhale, arms sweep overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, step, hop, or jump to chaturanga. Bend elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Child's pose. And checking in here. For pigeon pose, a lot of times we store emotion in our hips, so we might experience a big release of emotion when we come into pigeon pose. That is totally normal. A lot of people cry, and that's allowed. Just trust that whatever comes up is what you need to release. Coming back into downward facing dog. Inhale, inhale, right leg lifts. As you exhale, shifting forward into plank pose, we're going to bring the right knee to the outside of the right elbow. Inhale it back up. Exhale, come across. Right knee to left elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale up. And exhale across. Right knee to left elbow. Inhale up. Bend the knee, open the hip. Keeping the shoulders stacked. Feeling stretch in the hip. Maybe circling the ankle. Inhale, close the hip. Exhale, replace your foot. Option for a vinyasa. Inhale, shifting forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And back to downward facing dog. Left leg. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left knee to outside left elbow. Inhale it back up. Exhale, across. Inhale up. Exhale, outside. Inhale up. And exhale, across. Inhale up. Bend the knee, open the hip, keep the shoulders in line. Circles with the ankle. And close the hip. Replace the foot. Option for a vinyasa. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step out to the front of the mat. And fold. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, mountain pose. Okay, we're going to build on from there. So inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, half the lift. Exhale, fold. Step up. Chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, outside. Right elbow. Inhale, up. Exhale, across. Inhale, up. Exhale, side. Inhale up. This time as you come through, fallen triangle. Really pressing into the right palm, so keeping the ribs away from the floor. Letting the gaze come to the sky. Big inhale and an exhale. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Maybe you flip the dog. Gaze to the sky. Big inhale. Exhale, coming back to three-legged dog. And release, coming into child's pose. And making your way back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, outside the left elbow. Inhale up, across. Inhale up. Exhale outside. Inhale up. Exhale through to fallen triangle. Gaze to the sky. Big breath in, exhale. Unthreading, coming back to three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip. Option to flip the dog. Big inhale. Exhale. Back to three-legged dog. And then back to child's pose. Now we're going to add on pigeon pose. So coming back to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. And exhale, outside the right elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, fallen triangle. Inhale. Exhale, three-legged dog. Flip the dog. And coming back. Three-legged dog. Now we're going to come forward. Right knee to right elbow. And then place your right knee towards your right wrist. And we're working to get the right ankle towards the left wrist. It's okay that it's in this position, but we're really working towards shimmying it to get this shin parallel. So block and come right under here to make that happen. Fingertips out on either side of your right leg, feeling length nice and tall in the spine. So with this block underneath you, you should be able to get a nice parallel shin and top edge of your mat. Then you can try removing the block. And I like to keep this from happening. You can press into your right palm. Working to feel a hugging in of the hips. So with my hardware, I don't know if that's going to happen for me the way it used to, and that it's okay. But we're working to get the spine and the belly button to be in the center of that front calf. So that way, if you were to fold forward, the heart would go right there. Just allowing what's coming up to release. Another option, you don't have a block, you could put a towel underneath there. Take back leg, different stretch through the front of the left hip. So this is called king pigeon. When we fold forward, that's sleeping pigeon. King pigeon, well, this is half of it. All right, coming out the same way you came in, so pressing into the hands, tucking the back toes, three-legged dog. Option for a three-legged vinyasa. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, arms sweep overhead. And exhale, mountain pose. Checking in. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hold. Step or hop to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee outside elbow. Inhale. Exhale, fallen triangle. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, flip dog. Inhale, three-legged dog. And exhale, knee to elbow. Coming into pigeon pose. Using your block for extra support. Lengthen the spine always first. For your pigeon pose, maybe you remove the block, blanket, or towel. Or reposition it to help really get you on top of your center. And maybe you fold forward for sleeping pigeon. Option to take a half variation. Just feeling that stretch in the front of the right thigh. You need to really be able to be up center to be able to do a full king pigeon. When you're ready, coming out of the pose the same way you came in. So pressing into the hands, three-legged dog. Option for the three-legged vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Coming in to child's pose. Taking some time here to notice what came up for you. And we'll make our way to lie flat on our back. So for a reclined pigeon variation, also known as figure four stretch, cross the right ankle on top of the left leg above the left knee. You can reach through, straightening this bottom leg. You can keep it bent. You can use your right elbow to press the knee away from you. Or you're pressing above your knee on the thigh. As you draw your left knee towards your face, you should feel that same stretch that we did in pigeon. So your left knee is acting like the floor here. And then inhale, you can switch, noticing if you feel anything more intensely, less intensely, just noticing the difference. Well, Release the legs and knock the knees together. So feet are outside of the mat and knees come to touch. For more an intense stretch here, you can do one knee down at a time. Kind of a counter stretch. And pigeon. Internal rotation of the upper leg. From here, I invite you to bring both knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug. Maybe you massage your low back by moving your knees around like you're stirring a pot. And if you still have your block, we'll seal it in with waterfall. So you come into a bridge pose and place the block so that should be comfortable. If you can keep your legs in tabletop, or you can extend them straight. But you don't want the block on any part of your back. It should be on your pelvis. You could also do legs up the wall. Just an inversion I find helpful after doing a seated pose, especially if you're doing sleeping pigeon, a fold. It's nice to do an inversion to counter that. Reverse the blood flow. Feel in what you discovered. Stay there as long as you like. Coming into Shavasana when you're ready. Letting everything go. Everything that came up can be released and can be left on the mat, left in the earth. You don't need to carry it with you. And when you're ready, planting the feet, rolling over onto one side. Gently pressing yourself up into a comfortable seat. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, hands through prayer at heart center. Thank you for joining me today. Let's rub the third eye. Gratitude, the light within me sees and honors the light within you. Namaste.